Republican Representative Jim Jordan has kind of figured out that he really has no jurisdiction whatsoever over Alvin Bragg in New York, so there's nothing that he can do to stop the forthcoming prosecution of Donald Trump. So instead, Jim Jordan launched a new plan this past weekend during an appearance on Fox News, where he's decided to just say, screw it, I'm going to defund the entire intelligence community and our Department of Justice so that they cannot prosecute Donald Trump. During an appearance with Fox News host Maria Bartiromo on Sunday, Jim Jordan said this: "We control the power of the purse, and we're going to have to look at the appropriation process and limit funds going to some of these agencies, particularly the ones who are engaged in the most egregious behavior." Bartiromo then asks, "So the DOJ and the FBI?" Jim Jordan responded, "Yes, and what I'd really like, frankly, I'd really like for the government to stay out of the election process." Now see, that line right there, stay out of the election process, proves beyond a reasonable doubt that he is, of course, referring to the agencies and their specific investigations into Donald Trump. So the DOJ looking into his attempts to overturn the election, the DOJ looking into the document scandal, all of that, Jim Jordan wants to defund because, as I said, he knows he can't defund Alvin Bragg. So let's just tear it all down for the sole purpose of protecting Donald Trump. Now, a couple weeks ago, Marjorie Taylor Greene announced that she would not support any debt ceiling deal that includes funding for the DOJ. So she also wants to defund the DOJ. Matt Gaetz, a couple months ago, took it a step further and said that the FBI, the CDC, ATF, DOJ, every last one of them, if they do not come to heel, he said during a speech at CPAC, should be defunded. And if they don't, he said, defund and get rid of them. Get rid of the United States Department of Justice. Now, of course, Matt Gaetz would want to get rid of these investigatory bodies, seeing as how they investigated him and then remarkably decided to not pursue charges against him, which actually shocked even the witnesses who provided all the evidence against him. They were surprised that these agencies did not bring charges against Matt Gaetz. So you would actually think that Matt Gaetz would love these agencies because they were too cowardly to prosecute him when, again, according to the witnesses themselves, there was more than enough evidence to do so. So Matt, you might want to shut your mouth and stay the hell out of this one. But it all comes back to Jim Jordan, man. This guy is drunk with power, thinking that he is going to defund the United States Department of Justice. He's going to defund the FBI. He's basically now on the whole defund the police thing, which he's sworn for years. He's totally against defunding the police, but now he's in favor of it. So, hey, I guess Jim Jordan, welcome to the resistance? I don't know. Here's the thing. Jim, if you want to talk about the weaponization of the Department of Justice, specifically the FBI, I'll have that conversation all day long. You want to talk about how they've been spying on union leaders for decades in the United States? Let's have that conversation. Let's have that investigation. You want to talk about how they've been keeping dossiers on environmental activists for decades? I'm all for it. You want to cut their funding for programs like that? Let's do it. But with regard to Donald Trump, they have legitimate concern that the man may have broken the law. That's what you're afraid of. Accountability. That's what you don't want to see. And that's why you're willing to burn down the whole damn government just to protect Donald Trump. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.